I'm John Bohlinger with Premier Guitar. I am here with Shaun Morgan of the band Seether. Shaun, thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me, bro.
I know you guys are busy because you're just now gearing up for a big tour leaving tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we leave tomorrow night. We're just getting everything together. We're rehearsing with Clint Lowry, who's going to be the guitarist for the tour, which is really exciting.
Awesome.
Great player, great singer, great friend of ours. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot of new things happening, man. The whole rig is big and everything's really exciting now. So.
The rig is big and loud, like frighteningly, like peel paint loud.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we wanted to do something different this time, and we've sort of stepped up the game quite a lot. A lot of new gear coming in, you know, everywhere. Like pedalboards have been reworked and amps have been reworked and stuff. So we're trying to act professional, which is new for us.
Well, it's about time. All right, so let's talk about this bad boy right here.
This is my signature shape and model from Schecter, and it's real simple. It's got a kill switch, so you can turn it on and off.
Cool.
Volume is all I need, really.
Right.
And single humbucker at the back, Duncan-designed.
Oh,
and,
good.
yeah, fixed bridge. I mean, it's a real simple guitar. It's kind of more. I tend to play more percussively than finesse, and. As you can tell, when I was doing the intro, I kind of flubbed something. But
you know what? I love that you just kept going, man.
Well,
that's
great.
Professional.
Fake it till you make it. Man.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a great light guitar. The official model is matte black with glossy black stripes. We couldn't find one, obviously, because that's normally the case when this kind of thing happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, they sound great, man. They're really sturdy on the road. They take a big beating and they keep on going. So
yeah, and it's a bolt-on neck.
Yeah.
See, it looks like a set, but that's great.
Yeah, it's got like it's got a couple of things here and there that are kind of interesting. I mean. Sure. This is my favorite part is when he puts the tape on the back so I can see where I'm at, especially when it's dark.
On a dark stage, absolutely.
So I want to get them at some point to customize some with LEDs in the neck, but I mean, that's difficult to get them to do. So
yeah,
but they're good guys, though. I love the Schecter cats.
I love it. Almost looks like
yeah, man. It's gears. So it's kind of like it was supposed to be a little bit steampunk in a sense.
Yeah,
so
that's
great,
what I went for,
man.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, and just. Simple, elegant design.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that's the whole thing again. It was just to keep it as simple as possible, and it's just like a real it's a rhythm guitar. You know what I mean? And I've never been a guy that sort of switches between neck and bridge pickups. I just always use the bridge pickup and just go with it. So so that's what I did. I simplified it as much as possible, and less things can go wrong.
Good call. Now, actually, your tech mic has another one. Let's take a look at that one.
Hey, Bri.
Yeah. Ooh, very sexy.
These are custom ones that I had done. So the same exact setup as the other one, but the paintwork obviously is a little bit different. They were both inspired by the old muscle cars from the 70s,
very
60s
cool.
and 70s. So yeah, I'm a big Mustang and Chevelle fan. More of a Mustang, sort of the 69 fastback kind of Mustang. So we found a lot of these online, and we just used them as reference points, and that's why the paint job's sort of supposed to reflect the old muscle cars.
Wow, I love that, man. Thanks, man. Great, how cool.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So, and that is, you've got several of these, but you're just switching.
Yeah, we got a bunch of these in different colors, and they're all, I mean, there's in different tunings, but for the most part, it's exact same guitar, same setup the whole way through. Yeah. I mean, again, simple is better as far as I'm concerned, and there's less that can go wrong. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, let's jump into this very modest pedal board that you weren't even using on the play-in. Not a real pedal guy, sounds like.
Well, as you can see, it's very simple. There's a regular delay, flanger, chorus setup. I got my wah pedal, which I use a lot for. Like when I'm tooling around between songs and stuff, maybe for solos. But this is my favorite. Is the DD7 is the one where it's what I do between songs on stage is I'll just hammer out a riff and I'll hit that. So when I'm changing guitar, there's something playing.
Ooh.
So it's never quiet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I kind of feel like we want to make it as noisy as possible for the hour and a half that we're on the stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool. You know what? It is awkward. There's an awkward silence when people are in between.
So we found a way around that, man. And it's what's cool is it'll run and then I can obviously unplug and it'll keep going. Even though we've gone wireless now, which is another new thing for us. We've never been wireless before, so I still have that, like Dale was saying earlier, we have this Pavlovian response. Like we keep looking for our cables to make sure we aren't stepping on them. But
it's funny. It's funny. I saw the Heartbreakers last night, and Mike Campbell had a cable that must have been like like 100 feet long, and he's walking around just whipping it the whole time, like whipping it.
We used to do that all the time, man. But you know, it's interesting because now all of us are on wireless. That's the first for all of us. So we can all move around the stage a lot more, which is kind of cool because sometimes a cable ties you down, especially on the bigger stages.
Oh yeah. You're totally on a leash.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a simple setup again. It's just a simple pedal board.
Okay, so you're going into the wah, and what model is that?
That's the Jerry Cantrell.
Oh, okay, the Dunlop. Okay,
yeah.
Baby. Okay, so it runs from there to.
It goes from there into the everything basically runs through the chorus, then the flanger, then into the delay, and then the last delay.
Okay,
is what it looks like to me. That's how it runs. So it's sort of like a it runs left and then we'll sort of we use its way back
here.
And that's the rig selector. That's so I used to use. I have been using Mesa Boogie triple rectifiers since I started, but I've never really loved the clean sound that I get out of those amps. So we've got a couple of Lone Stars from them, which is not normally used, I guess, in the heavier rock bands. So they're kind of weirded out by us asking for them, but they sound great, and we actually got them to give us rack mounts.
Yeah,
which is kind of cool. So
that is cool. I mean,
maybe I shouldn't be saying that because maybe they'll have to make more, but. So that's the thing. So now I've got the heavy sound with the 4x12s underneath that go through the triple rec, and then above that there's two 2x12s that run the clean sound. So it's kind of it's a whole different thing for us that we're trying. And I mean I think it sounds great because again the triple rec clean sound is just it's functional, but it's not quite as pretty. And you can throw in reverb on the Lone Stars and stuff as well. And you can sort of make it sound bigger and make it sound prettier. So yeah, and I think it's important to have that sort of variation between the two sounds, So that's what we kind of did the dual rig thing for a change.
And that clean sound you're just playing is just like pristine, man. Really, and I liked it. It sounded like maybe a little bit of verb, but nothing else. Yeah.
Well, it's just a little, just like a little tasteful verb here and there. And again, it's a much cleaner, much more crisp, clean sound. And I think what's kind of cool about it is it sounds amazing, but then it's a little bit less forgiving, as you could tell when I was playing my intro riff. So when you do make a mistake, it's real clear.
Right out there.
But
Strong and wrong. That's how I do it.
so ultimately, it's just like the whole thing is just quite simple, and it's effective for me because I don't really need to do a lot of the interesting sounding stuff as far as I'm a rhythm guy really.
Well, and you're singing every song.
Yeah, exactly. So the less I have to do, the better.
You're busy.
So I know Clint's got all the sounds built in, and he's running Kemper and stuff. So, then he's got all the really cool, interesting stuff. So I just use this stuff a lot, mostly for a lot of this stuff really gets used for the in between the songs. Sure. So it's really just it's like a pedal board to play on every 4 minutes or something.
Yeah, right. Well, man, I think we got to hear at least some of those sounds.
Yeah. All right. So the delay usually this one is the loop one, so you can go. And then you can just change over while it keeps going. You know what I mean?
Cool.
So that sort of takes care of the silence between the songs. I mean, at the. And then you got that, and then I got basically the chorus. Flanger. So that's kind of the settings, really.
All a man needs. Well, congratulations on all the success.
Thanks,
best of luck on this tour.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Till next time. All right, now I'm with Dale Stewart of Seether, the bass player. Dale, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, let's hear about this bad boy.
This is my signature model Avenger bass by Schecter Guitars. I love it, man.
Did this model exist before it was your signature, or did you start like with a clear slate?
This model existed years ago. Before we even signed with Schecter. But actually, the first time we met them, they invited us to go to the factory, and I saw a guitar because they make the Avenger shaped guitars. The Sinister Gates guitar and that is the Avenger shape.
Sure.
But I saw a guitar that shape, and I said, "Wow, I love that shape. I wish you had a bass like that." And they said, "Well, we used to make them. We might have one or two left." and they actually fished a couple of them, like the last ones they had
Oh,
in the
great.
factory, and they found them. They're like,
Yeah.
there you go. If you need more, let us know, and give us like 90 days, and we'll have you some just one-offs made.
That's great.
So super cool, man. They've always taken really good care of us, from day one. So I mean,
That's
I've been
so-
playing this shape, even wasn't available to the public, but they'd make them for me, and then when they said they were going to give us, our own sort of signature models, I said, well, let's bring the Avenger back, and
How cool. Back,
yeah,
man.
I
That's
brought it
great.
back.
So EMGs, does that come stock with EMGs?
Yeah, that's how they make it.
Well, that's cool. That's great that your signature rig right off the shelf is just how you want it.
Yeah.
With no.
It is, man. These things growl. I mean, we've worked with producers before, good, well-known guys that they're just blown away. They're like, what bass is that? It just,
what
just
tuning,
sounds so good.
What tuning are you using?
We use all kinds. Just glancing at the set list here.
Shows it,
It's D sharp, C sharp, C.
All low and rumbling.
All low and rumbly. Sometimes we use like standard, standard configuration, but maybe drop half a step. And then for a lot of stuff we use like drop tuning. So
cool.
we'll drop instead of D sharp, drop it to C sharp, and just make it a little bit heavier. And
So how many basses are you carrying to cover all that?
on the road I have probably, I don't even know, man. Probably about 7 or 8.
That's great. Yeah, good for you, man.
You kind of want one for each tuning, and then a backup for each tuning as well. So
Sure, yeah.
I got a lot of guitars, man.
Yeah. And you play a lot of acoustic as well.
Yeah. I started out back in the day playing guitar as a kid, and then switched over to playing bass. In my late teens, I guess.
Yeah.
But I still noodle around on guitars.
Very
here and
cool.
there. It's fun.
Well, let's talk about the signal flow. So you're now for the first time using wirelesses.
Yeah.
So that runs into your rig, but in front of you on your pedal board, looks like you're starting with the tried and true Boss TU2 tuner.
Yeah, and that's basically sort of an on-off switch. As much as it is a tuner, but we got that. Then I got a little flange, and then just like a basic overdrive pedal.
Sure.
I don't use the pedals a lot.
Yeah.
Some of the new stuff has got a little bit of dirty stuff. I've never really been a fan of having like a dirty bass sound, because I always felt like it took all the bottom end away from from the bass. But how we have it now, we basically have 2 signals. So I still have the bottom end and clean signal coming through, and then the dirty is basically a layer on on top of that side.
Cool.
The bottom doesn't fall out of it when I click that on, so it's
Okay.
it's
And what is this right here? The Lee. I'm never sure how to pronounce that. It's the
that.
Lehigh.
Oh, that's just a splitter.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Split that signal.
And what are you running as far as amps go?
I'm using Hardkey.
Okay.
Hardkey amps. Been using them now for probably 5-6 years.
What model?
I believe it's the LH1000. Is it the LH1000? Those Hardkey, it's LH, right?
And cabinets?
810s.
Oh,
I've got 2
810s.
810s, one on either side.
Wow.
So wherever I go, I can get
That's a
kicked
lot
in the
of
back.
man. Right.
Yes, it's the 2,000 watt heads and the 2 810 cabs. So
Well, although
plenty of juice.
you're on ears, I guess when we came in, man, it was
Cooking.
loud.
I
Yeah.
actually, I've been using just earplugs.
Oh, really?
And because it is so loud, and you know, Johnny hits so hard on the drums, I can hear those.
Yeah.
The bass is coming through, so I just play with earplugs, and if I have to do backing vocals, I can sort of hear myself in my own head.
Yeah,
almost.
get like an internal monitor. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get it.
but I just actually got fitted earlier today for some molds, some in-ears. So
Making the jump.
yeah, I haven't used in-ears in probably over 10 years. Probably more like 12 years. So I've heard they've come a long way. I wasn't impressed back then, but
Sure.
I think the ones back then had like 3 drivers and just no bass. And as a bass player,
Oh yeah.
if you don't feel it, it's just
Right.
It's just not cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna try those. I listened to some of with just the generic fittings on, and they're pretty cool. So I'll see.
Well, from a audience perspective, no trouble hearing you coming off the stage.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Good.
loud
That's what I wanna
and
hear.
proud. Mission accomplished. Well, man, congratulations. Good luck
very
on
much.
the tour.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Till next time.
Don't forget to sign up for PG Perks, your all-access pass to exclusive gear giveaways and discounts on PremierGuitar.com.